Abusuani komo all channel so I'll say AGH Politics Avenue. Podcast or certain me quiz make headlines. Na jembre na edibi exum woni dim ya ho brak se mu se enda yede di kanyam structure e na subscribe to the channel. Na yebo ewra Wontumi asoye. Na court proceedings e course so no witness eda no ma bi edi a Black Rasta suma yede bi exum wo. Na we de ono ankasa wakuta Bible mu aso e say Wontumi ni ho son kwadu a yɛde abɔ ne biara ni hɔ a ɛyɛ no korɛ na ntumi ɛyɛ innocent bɛsɛ ɔsɛ mu nwura nsɛm nim na yɛnhwɛ ne yɛkɔ ɛne deɛ ɛba ɛyɛ na mo so wagye wadwenkyerɛ aba under the comment section hɔ ɛde ama me.
Wontumi is innocent. Former minister swears. Wontumi is innocent. Bernard Enchibosiako is his name. Chairman Wontumi, he was the chairman of the NPP for the Ashanti region. Now he wants to be the national chairman. This is the guy. We are told that he's a king of Galamsey. In fact, a government team that was instituted and headed by a member of his own party, Professor Boateng. My brother, my sister Frimpong Boateng fingered him as the biggest threat to our forest and environment because he was engaged in some very radical Galamsey illegal mining. He didn't care what he was destroying. He didn't care at all. He didn't give a rat's backside to whatever he was doing. And when the president invited him, according to Professor Frimpong Boateng, he couldn't say much. But the president at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, came out point blank, poo-pooed the report coming from this team that was instituted and paid for by the taxpayer, and said this man was in no way engaging in any Galamsey. That report was trashed to him. He ended up calling the report a vindictive piece of trash. Balderdash. That was what the president at the time said. This guy was said to actually be one of the big financiers of the party Henska. He has very little formal education, but that is not too much my problem. My problem is the problem of patriotism. We were told that he brought Chinese in there to help destroy his own country, and he didn't care. The gold that was taken out of the destroyed forest, he came to sit on TV and parade them. He went around wearing big gold necklaces around his neck and boasting about how many luxurious cars he drove. This is the guy I'm talking about, Chairman Wontumi. At a point, he even said he was going to buy Chelsea Football Club. And the ridiculous thing, in fact, the most painful thing, at the time, our pensioners were given unprofessional, painful haircuts by wanzams who claimed they were professional barbers. Up till now, a lot of those pensioners, hair has never grown back on their hair. They have become naturally bald beyond recognition. Some have visited early graves. My brother, my sister, when the nation had to fall on the money of pensioners, the taxpayers' money, in order to fight its way back to economic prominence, this guy boasted about how much money he had and how he was going to buy not Bofuakwa United, not Real Tamale United, not Swedro All Stars, not Akarakachi Boys 11 Wise, but Chelsea. He was a bankroller. He gave money to party, we were told. So he went about flaunting largesse and sitting in that imaginary palanquin like the king with no clothes. Hallelujah. This is the guy I'm talking about. He's in court to answer these charges. The committee's report was torn into pieces, shredded. They didn't even care to recycle the paper that was used in the Nana Addo government. Wontumi walked like the king with no clothes. It's time now to answer. And he's in court. My brother, after this, he's in court again for fraud and stealing from Exim Bank using false pretenses and Sakawa fraud. He was in court. Oh yes, our cameras were there. He and his lawyers came out of the courtroom. Yes, he was in white. My brother, my sister. Oh yes. We were standing there waiting quietly. Photos and videos are not allowed in the courtroom, but outside the courtroom, fine. And there, yes, they are coming out. He and his lawyers. You can see two of them wearing all white in celebration of an imaginary victory. And that's his lawyer who is bespectacled. And he himself has some smiles dancing on his cringing brows. And, my brother, my sister, his lawyer settled to talk to the media. Now, what happened in court? Now, the Western Regional Minister at the time came as a key witness. And then you can see him, his hands being shaking. That's the guy we're talking about. And he came to testify on behalf of Wontumi. He said when Wontumi was supposedly doing some galamsey activities, it was actually not galamsey. The Chinese people and whoever came on the land there and engaged in illegal mining, Wontumi was not aware. It was later he heard about it and called the Western Regional Minister, this man here, a gentleman that I've known when I was in the Western region. He's a member of the NPP himself. There were so many controversies around him, including some bag of money that his driver ran away with, and it was in the news recently. Politicians are the richest in our country, not businessmen. In Ghana, you don't need wisdom to make money. You only need to be a politician. That's all. With wisdom or not, you will make it. Even a headless jack who becomes a politician in Ghana automatically becomes rich. This is a gentleman who was also a deputy minister. Am I correct? Yes. And at the same time, he was an MP. He testified for Wontumi. He said Wontumi actually called. It was a distress call, saying that some people had invaded his galamsey site. His lawyer was excited about it. They shook hands when they were coming out of the court, as if to say thank you. Watch how the lawyer is going to shake hands with him. Okay? All right, so take it back a little bit. Yes, you've passed where, he shook hands with him. All right, so they are now coming out of the courtroom, and watch, he was in suit as well and wearing a tie. Watch him. All right, so they're coming out of the courtroom. That's him in a red tie. Yes, is that him? Yes, that's him. So the lawyer stretched his hand. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you saved my client. God bless you. Okay, so now I have to go and get some lunch. I'm going. And this is that back of Voma was standing somewhere there. It looks like him. And these are the lawyers. And Wontumi is all smiles. Now let's listen to the lawyer. What did the lawyer say? And at the same time, this is the lawyer, the Western Regional Minister, at the time, said Wontumi was actually innocent. Watch this.
Praises to the Lord. So, God grace ye the Lord. We are very grateful that you are here today. And we are very grateful that we had a witness who came to support our case with his personal knowledge of issues in mining and also within the region that he presided over as regional minister. So today's evidence to me has been very on point and very supportive of our case. Indeed, what he sought to do was to indicate that it was rather Chairman Wontumi and his company that made reports to his office as then chairman of the Western Regional Security Council, and that all efforts made by the Security Council to ward off illegal miners and also to redeem or reclaim the lands so degraded by illegal mining were at his instance. And indeed, he tendered documents of the policy of the government to reclaim degraded lands in mining areas where such lands have been illegally mined. He tendered documents. He tendered documents of the schedule of work that the coordinator of the illegal reclamation of land did in the Western region and Ashanti region and Western North. Also, he tendered documents that suggest that World Bank even provided support for the government in land reclamation, particularly in areas where this degradation has been a result of illegal mining. And indeed, he tendered a reportage of the Daily Graphic of the government initiative, government project, government program to reclaim lands. And indeed, he was in the box telling us that the government intended and even did encourage local communities to reclaim lands degraded by illegal mining. So he told us that it was the government program to reclaim degraded lands as a result of illegal mining. And he also told us that it was a government policy to even encourage all of us as Ghanaians to undertake to reclamation of illegally mined areas of degraded lands. So, in effect, his evidence suggests that even now, if we see degraded lands, we are encouraged by government policy to ensure that these degraded lands are reclaimed, and that if ever somebody wants to support that initiative, we will not see that person as doing something illegal, but doing something gracious to also bring back the lands. And indeed, there was a program that government also had undertaken to ensure that recovered lands are also afforested by way of planting trees on such recovered lands. So today's evidence sits very well with our own, and indeed it exonerates people who would engage in reclamation of.
Lawyer Apia Kubi. He says today's evidence sits so well with their plan and with the evidence that they have. My brother, my sister, and you heard him point blank saying that, Wontumi tried to reclaim the lands. Wontumi himself, in his own words, said that he had planted some coconuts and he was even going to plant more to reclaim the land. My brother, my sister, and the minister, former minister, said that World Bank even supported to reclaim lands in the area. In the next court sitting, we expect to hear more. For now, Wontumi is excited that he's seen a ray of light at the end of the tunnel. We have always said one thing: if he is innocent, may he walk. But if he is wrong, may he suffer for all the wicked things he has done to this nation. The Attorney General believes that he has a strong case. And, of course, from the office of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, we can always expect that Ghana will be represented properly. Ghana shall prosper. It's the black pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Policeman Afenyo Markin slapped, still cries for justice. A policeman, Corporal Abel Forsen, was slapped. My brother, my sister, his branch is Tesano Police Station. Young, handsome policeman with a big future in front of him. There was going to be a petition presentation. And NPP members decided that they would go in their numbers to go and present that. Whilst marching to the Parliament House, they were singing and dancing. And most of the time, the police will be deployed to maintain peace and order. And we saw the video. They were marching in their numbers. It's the second biggest political party as it stands right now in Ghana. We saw the videos, didn't we? That's them. Marching all the way. Now their leader, the minority speaker, is the one who is wearing hats and dark glasses. He seems to be angry that the gate should be opened so that he and his clique can walk through. The police said, no, we can't allow all these people to walk through. Pick up a few people, then we allow you to present your petition. But for everybody to break through the barricade, no, it's not going to be wise, and security would be compromised. Then he got angry. We were told he tried to push his way through, and then he raised his hand, and boom, he slapped a policeman. Bam! We saw that. And we were told that he slapped again. Bam! My brother, my sister, they have investigated the case. The docket is ready. It's with the Attorney General. What is keeping the Attorney General from prosecuting this guy? Afenyo Markin. He's the minor.
We ain't some horo itimo ko so channel no so. Mama ena was so jembre. That's an so bad in the Romania. Onuya, ebesomo.